Good morning, students. Today I will tell you the second law of inheritance given by Gregor Mendel by doing the experiment in the Pisum sativum, that is the pea plant. So according to the second law of independent assortment, or Mendel said that in the inheritance of more than one pair of traits in a cross simultaneously, the factors responsible for each pair of traits are distributed independently in a gametes. So as I told you that Gregor Mendel took the two different characteristics of the pea plant, that is the shape and color of the pea plant. The shape of the color he took was round and wrinkle shape of the seed, and the color was yellow and green. So when he crossed both the shape and color of the different pea plants, so what did he found? That in a F1 generation all the plants which were produced were round yellow, because the round and yellow both were having the dominant characteristics, whereas the recessive characteristics were the wrinkled and the green seeds. So in F1 generation all the plants which he produced after crossbreeding of the round yellow and green wrinkled seeds, he found all the plants having round yellow seeds. Now when he self-crossed the hybrids of the F1 generation, that is the round yellow seeds, so in the F2 generation what did he see? He found the different plants in the ratio 9 ratio 3 ratio 3 ratio 1, means 9 part he found the plants having round yellow seeds, 3 part of the plant he found having round green seeds, and 3 part of the plant he found was wrinkled yellow seeds, and 1 part of the plant he found was wrinkled green seeds. So by this chart we can easily explain that here I have written here the phenotypic ratio of the parents, that is the round yellow and wrinkled seeds. So round yellow is indicated by round is indicated by capital R, and yellow is represented by capital Y. In the same way, wrinkled shape is represented by small r, and green color is represented by small y. So the gametes he produced were R, that is the dominant character, R for round, and Y means yellow. So round yellow, RY, RY. And for wrinkled green seeds, the gametes produced were small ry and small ry. So when the round yellow were crossed by the wrinkled green, so what did he found? He found round yellow, RY. Again the same character was crossbred with the second one, then also he found round yellow. In the third, he found again the round yellow was crossed with the wrinkled green, then also he found round yellow. And in the fourth, also round yellow, when it was crossbred, he found the round yellow only, because here all the characters were dominant. And we all know that whenever the dominant character is there, recessive character doesn't show its appearance. Only the round color of the and yellow color of the seeds appeared, because both of them were having dominant character but not having recessive character. Now, when this round yellow color of the seeds were crossbred among themselves, then the hybrid which were produced were, when R will combine with Y means R by round yellow again, and R will combine with small y means again here R is dominant, but here yellow is dominant, and here both are recessive, that is small r and small y. In the same way, here also in the gametes hybrids we can say round yellow, this is round yellow, this is round, but here it is dominant y, so it is having green, and here wrinkled and green, here also wrinkled green. So these hybrids which were produced when they were self-bred, in the chart you can see easily how the hybrids are crossbred with each other. So here we can say RY means round yellow, RY means here a round and wrinkled seeds, and here wrinkled as well as yellow as well as wrinkled green. So these are all the representation of how the characters are represented. But one thing is important, that always the dominant character is represented by capital letter, and the recessive character is represented by small letter. So when all the four hybrids which were produced in the F1 generation, when they were crossbred, so in the first, when these both were crossed, here we can see RRYY means it is round yellow. In the second, when these two were crossbred, we can also see round yellow because here round is the dominant and capital Y is also there, means both are dominant, round and yellow. So this plant having the seed will also be round yellow. Here in the third, if we crossbreed this with this, then here also we can see the dominant and both the dominant character, that is the round and yellow. So this plant also will be round, having round yellow seeds. And in the last, that is the R and capital Y small y means here also we can see the round yellow because both the dominant characters are present. In the second case, when we see here cross the second part with the first one, so both are capital R means both are dominant, round is dominant and capital Y is there means yellow is also dominant. So this plant will also be having round yellow seeds. This one is having round is the dominant but small y is there means it is not dominant, it is recessive means here the seeds will be round and green. Now here again we can crossbreed this with the third one. So what here also we can see the dominant characters are there round and yellow, so this plant will also be having round yellow seeds. And in the last one here we can see this will crossbreed with this one. So here we will see also we can see that the round is dominant but the yellow color is not dominant, so it is recessive. So here the wrinkled round yellow seeds in place of round yellow seeds, here we can see that round green seeds are present. Now the third, if we crossbreed this one, so here again round and yellow because both are dominant characters, so this plant will also be having round yellow. This one also round yellow when this will crossbreed with second one. When the first will crossbreed third one, here we can see the wrinkled because both the recessive characters we can see, but the dominant character is yellow, which means it is wrinkled yellow. And here also in the last one we can see that the wrinkled is having recessive character but the dominant character of yellow is there, so wrinkled yellow seeds. Now in the last part we can see this one will crossbreed with this, so here round yellow again because both are dominant character, so the plant will be having round yellow. And in the second case again we see that the round is the dominant but color is different means color will be yellow, not yellow but it is green because both are recessive character. In the third one here also we can see both are wrinkled because they are recessive character, but Y is dominant means yellow will be there, so wrinkled yellow. And in the last case we can see both are recessive, that is the color as well as shape of the seed. That is wrinkled, both are recessive, R are small r, and both small y means it is green. So wrinkled green. So only one part of the plant that is produced will be wrinkled green. So according to this chart we have explained that plant produced will be having 9 part round yellow seeds, 3 part of the plant will produce round green seeds, and 3 part also will have wrinkled yellow seeds, and 1 part only wrinkled green seeds because both are recessive in character, and this is only called the second law of inheritance, that is the law of independent assortment. Now one more topic in this I will explain you about the genes, and same it is related to. So how it is, we all know that we all are having blood groups, 4 blood groups. Out of the 4 we are having only 1 blood groups in our body, and you all know the 4 blood groups, they are A, B and O. Now what will decide that which blood group our body will have? So blood groups are always denoted by the genes, and the genes are always present in the pair, that is 3 genes are present, that is IA, IB and IO. So these 3 genes decide the color of group of our blood. So out of these 3 genes, any 2 will be present in our body because the genes are always present in alleles, that is pairs. Now, first we'll look at if our gene have IA, and here one thing also you should remember that IA and B both are dominant characters and O is the recessive one. So if the dominant character is there, means we'll have the dominant gene only in the blood group, and along with the dominant, if recessive character is there, means then also the dominant will show its appearance. So suppose our genes which are showing the blood group, which show the blood group is having IA and IA. If both are genes which are present in our body is IA and IA means both are dominant, means our blood group will be A. And if one is IA means it is dominant, but the other one is recessive, that is O, IO. So then also our blood group will be A. Second case, if we take, if our blood body is having blood IB and IB, both the pair of the genes will have IP and IB, means both are dominant, means our blood group will be B. And if one of it is IB that and the other one is IO, means then also our blood group will be B, because O is the recessive and B is the dominant. Here both are dominant, but here only one is dominant, that is B, and O is recessive. So then, but dominant character is there, means our blood group will be having dominant group only, means we will having only B blood group. And in third case, if we take, if our genes are having IA and IB, here no O is there, O is absent, only A and B are there, means our blood group will be AB, because both are dominant, A as well as B. So our blood group will be AB. And in the fourth case, the O blood group, that is IO and IO, means both are recessive character. If both the genes of the blood group are IO and IO, so our blood group will be O. So this will decide the blood group of any person out of the 4 blood groups. Any one of the blood group will be present, and that will decide what type of dominant character of the blood group is present in the human beings. If it is both IA, means our blood group will be A, and if one is IA and other is recessive, this is dominant, this is recessive, then also our blood group will be A. In second case, both are B, means both are dominant, means our blood group will be B. And if one is dominant IB and another is recessive IO, means then also our blood group is B. In the third case, both are having dominant, that is IA and IB, means our blood group will be AB. And if both are recessive character, that is IO, our blood group will be O. So this is about the determination of the blood group, or what type of blood group any individual person can have, that is shown by the any 2 of the genes which are present in his body, either IA, IB, or IA, both IA, or both IB, or both IA. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll continue the next topic.
हो गया मैम आपका।